Now, I've been rocking the Clew bindings for over 3 years now, and I absolutely love them. I am sponsored by them. I do ride for them professionally. However, I truly do love these bindings, and I absolutely rip them, whether it's big mountain, backcountry, the terrain park, rails, groomers, any type of terrain that the mountain can give you, you can take these Clew bindings and absolutely own and destroy the mountain. I'm a living proof that that is all possible. However, on my live stream the other day, someone asked, how is the wear and tear of the binding? How well do they last? Well, I have my very first pair of Clew bindings. I literally got one of the first ever pairs of Clew bindings, by the way, which was super rad. I took it to Steamboat. It was a really good time. I have slightly parted those bindings into pieces due to the fact that they were size mediums and I needed size small, but I still have the one of the very first ever pair of Clews right here in my hands, as well as 3D printed pieces because I've been giving them feedback and helping them along the process as best I possibly can as just a rider. And so I'm really excited to talk to you guys about Clews and show you the quality of this product, because I'm holding the 3D printed base plates right now, or footbeds, but I still have the base plates, the base 3D printed on this guy right here that I rode for way too long, and they were like, get off the 3D printed stuff, and they sent me a ton of other footbeds and things like that. So let's jump into a quality check. Let's just see how well these bindings have been holding up. Once again, this pair specifically right here and here are my main pairs that I've been rocking and have the most wear and tear on them. The black pairs kind of lived on just like a spare board that I don't ride a crazy amount, but I do ride often. And then these are just my backup footbeds that I have on boards that I will want to jump on or do or things with. So we're going to start with the 3D printed pair, not because you guys are going to have 3D printed bindings. You can tell that they're 3D printed because they got a different color than the original product or the product you would get. But these high backs are the high backs I've ridden the most. The most days are on these specific high backs right here. So once again, the way the Clew bindings work, so this red lever, you pull on it, a little bit of pressure, you can release from the high back, blam, just like that. Now I've talked about this in previous videos, but these teeth are how you lock in. You have the teeth on the back of the high back, and when you step in, these teeth back here lock in to these holders right here. So it's very simple, but it works so well. So obviously when you're unstrapped, you have this high back sitting on the back of your foot. So this is going to get a lot of wear and tear, right? And you can see it has gotten some wear and tear on it. But honestly, for hundreds of days, that's not that bad. Hundreds, guys. Hundreds of days on these high backs. Clicking in, clicking out. Even the forward lean, a little bit of beat up. They still work. I just pulled these out of the bindings. Watch, I can click them and click them right back in. Boom. Still work. Still incredible. And these are 3D printed. Like, these aren't posts. These are like, they made me special for me so I could start riding before the smalls came out and give them a bunch of feedback on them. These footbeds are from the mediums that I got from the first ever pair. That's why I said I kind of parted out pieces and did some work. But these size large and fitting in the small. Toe straps though, everything still together. Still super nice. This one right here, just a little bit of wear and tear on the red. This like high back, a little beat up. Let me see. It's like a little beat up. And this isn't just like winter riding, guys. This is summer riding. This is like fake snow riding. So that was the first pair. Once again, they're probably like, dude, stop showing these 3D printed bindings. So these are my most used base plates from then. They're kind of dirty right now because I went to Copper today. It was super rad. Oh, I used them today and they're a little filthy. Got the straps. I think the only thing I got going on is I got a little bit of wear down happening on these little teats, and honestly that's the only thing that I've really had issues with. Is these eventually will get worn down with like 400 days on them. I've only had to replace this piece once. Probably should have hosed this off. She's dirty. It's hard to tell the wear and tear, but obviously right here is going to get eaten up from you trying to step into the binding hole if you miss it, which is also going to tear up right here from you trying to step in there. But like, it's normal wear, and the more it wears down, honestly, the smoother it starts to get in there. The foot pad, which actually kind of acts as like a free stomp pad, all great condition still. And I have had on one pair of bindings this strap right here rip, and it ripped like right in this area. Still usable, but it did rip, and so I did replace that when I went to the Clew warehouse in Germany. More foot pads on. That's the Gilson Bounty Hunter. This is the Bomber 2. Super rad board. We actually just rode this, by the way. You can check the video out. It's like a 180 centimeter snowboard. It's huge. The bindings on here are clean. And this is the cool thing. So I have all these boards set up so that I can take the high backs out of my main board and just click into any of these, and I'm good to go, ready to rip, which is like the most rad thing that can happen. Because as I got 5 snowboards out here, I have 5 snowboards ready to go with the Clew bindings at any point. This one's like my super rocky thrashed board that I have the 3D printed that I'm not supposed to really be riding anymore. So if I go take this board out, which is, when I take this board out, I'm riding like the gunkiest of gunk. And so I got the not so great, completely working, no issue Clews on that board, and then I got the nicer pairs on the nicer boards, and I can just take them out whenever. Now, before we check out the last pair of Clews, I do want to mention that if you want to snag a pair, depending on when you're watching this video, they're going to become available again on October 6th, and they're going to let you know via email. So go to the Clews website, sign up for their email list. This is also how you're going to find out for pre-order sales or anything like that. They are handmade in Germany. That's why this quality is so good. The product that they use is insane for the plastics, the metals, everything that they put in. And then they hand make it in Germany, which is really rad. It's a German-made product, and that's why they're currently not available right now. They're manufacturing all their pre-orders from last season, as well as building up their inventory to go into shops and things like that. So Clews working really, really hard right now, and if you want to support them, the best way right now is just to go follow their social medias, whether that's Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. I'll have all of their socials, by the way, in the description of this, but also sign up for the email list and you can check them out. So let's check out the black pair, and this year I'm gonna have them send me more black pairs of bindings because I rocked the white for so long. I'm kind of thinking I'm ready to go back to the black bindings. Look, they're super clean. So we got the black pair. These probably have close to like 50 or 60 days on them. I will say this like torn upness right here is not from, I had this board with another board and the other board was like bouncing up and down and kind of chewed up right there. Still works just fine. Red kind of got scraped off from probably something similar. A little worn right there from the stepping in process. Once again, I feel like once this gets worn down, the step-in actually gets a lot easier. As you can see, the footbed on all of these high backs still clean, like still like not worn down. The glues never come off. A little bit of scratches from clicking in. The hooks are all super sharp and nice looking. All incredible. So once again, the point of this video was just to show the wear and tear on the Clews and how well these bindings hold up. You guys have seen, I post daily videos of snowboarding. I am snowboarding basically every single day, 160 plus days a season from literally October to September. I'm snowboarding, whether that's Mount Hood in Oregon, which is a volcano, or Liberty Snowflex, which is carpet snow, to the Snow Dome in New Jersey. I stay on my snowboard and I take these bindings and rip around with them, and they hold up so well. Other than very minuscule, and once again, these are like after 300 days, I had to replace one ladder on the bind. The core of the binding still works. The step-in system still works. I just think it's so funny that a lot of people that want to attack the Clew binding and say that it's garbage, it doesn't work, want to attack the quality of the binding when it works insanely. And then the slam that I just had the other day that took me out for 5 weeks. Here, check it out. Is the ultimate. These bindings are not going to eject you out from park riding or whatever slam that you have, because if the binding was going to fail, it was going to fail on that specific fall. That was an absolute brutal of a slam. So Clew bindings are the most quality bindings in the game, the best hybrid step-in binding system in the game. Once again, follow them, grab them if you can. If this is the middle of the winter, they are available. Go get them, linked in the description. And with that, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for shredding with me today, and as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. It is daily on this channel. We do stuff like this daily.